What up, my serfs? It's me, Royal. Let's talk about dreams, the wonderful sensations we feel as we fall asleep. Some have them, some don't. We often don't remember them, but what we do know is that they can be pretty weird. I am a victim of one of these dreams, and today I will be rambling on about some of my weirdest. So buckle up. So, the first dream I had was probably in like 2023 or something, and what I saw in it was definitely something. So, I'm in a movie theater, one of my favorite places, but this one is a bit different. One of the theaters was showing a double feature, and I don't mean like when two movies release on the same day like Barbenheimer. I mean like two screens, like this, in the theater. They're placed like this. And what was weirder was the movies being shown. Space Jam: A New Legacy and some traditionally animated Looney Tunes movie. I'm not talking about the day the Earth blew up. And there was also some odd Guavjis video where he and his characters ran into a playground to see these two movies. This is a direct quote from the character he would play with the accent and wig. I think her name is Consuela, but it goes like this. My bones are breaking! She wasn't even in a position that would justify that. She was on some fireman's pole or something. And another one of his characters, or more likely himself, was stuck in some contraption in a way where it's just like, yeah, he's not getting out of there. And now when I think of that aspect, I just really want to say, how the hell did he get stuck in there? And even that two-screen idea, I get that it was a dream, but do you really think that would work in real life? Because wouldn't it just be so distracting to have like two screens, like you're trying to watch Space Jam: A New Legacy, and then you just see another movie that you have no interest in seeing, but it's just there. But why not separate the two screens by using a roof? Is what I thought, before realizing that is called a second floor. But don't worry, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It gets weirder. These next two are about dogs. Everyone's best friend, not just men's, everyone's. I see my dog. She is sitting in front of the altar, looking like she wants to be pet. And then I turn around for some reason, maybe because I heard a noise. I turn back, she's standing on her goddamn hind legs. I then blink, and then she turns into Jeff Winger and starts tickling me. Like, imagine if that happened to you. Your dog is just suddenly standing on its hind legs, and then turns into a character you like and starts tickling you. And had someone not woken me up? Who knows what direction that dream would have gone. And in this next one, it takes a different turn. In this next dream, it starts off with me probably messing with her, like, and then she growls, and then I run downstairs like a coward as I get a bit of karma. When I go downstairs, the shock really comes in when she just starts coming down the stairs slowly with the hood, like a black hood, like the Grim Reaper, and she's still growling. So at that moment, you could really tell she was coming for my ass. This might even be more scary than the previous one, because with the previous one, there was an element of whimsy to it in my opinion. But this one, it's just plain terrifying. And now we go back to somewhat odd but pretty funny dreams. So it starts off with me at school, and an old friend visits me, not looking much like how he used to. I mean, he still looks somewhat similar to the point where you could still tell it was him, but he was kind of balding and had a goatee, and there was some other details that I kind of forgot. That's the thing I should have told you at the beginning. Most of these dreams I don't really remember in full details, so they might be a little bit off, like not entirely accurate. But the one thing I do remember clearly about that dream was that he had somewhat of a resemblance to Junior from Curious George. Now these dreams are ones where I don't have much to talk about, but I still want to share them. So I've had 3 separate dreams where I met a certain celebrity, and those 3 celebrities are James Charles, Tom Hanks, and John Goodman. And I was pretty excited to see the former two. Now, Tom Hanks, I could actually see why I'd be so excited to see him. But James Charles, who was also my teacher, I don't know, because I've barely seen much of his videos, and he's also had some allegations against him where Honestly, I'd be more terrified than excited to see him. Don't even get me started on how many dreams I've had where I've been late to wake up, or completely missed the bus entirely and had to ride a different bus. Or how many dreams I've had where I was at school or some other place and they had a TV that operated like those ones at restaurants that would play some random channel. And there was also one where most of the dream I completely forgot, but at the end, I was in a hot air balloon, most likely with the rest of my family, and then I tried to look down, and then I fell out. And I kid you not, I was like, I yelped when I woke up, and I think I was also like, my heart was still racing. And finally, one I had in middle school had me and my class go to some gala or something, and I was about to walk into a room, some of my male classmates just were running out screaming. And I walked into the room, there was a screen, like a big screen, playing some movie that I don't even remember. I don't know what it was, and I'm not sure it's real. And now we get on to the last stream, which is the most recent and the one I'm the most kind of nervous to say out loud. So if you've been on the internet for the past few months, you may have heard a lot of people talking about Inside Out 2. Personally, I haven't seen the movie yet, but when you've seen compilations, fan animations, or even the movie itself, you'd probably like the new characters. But the character in my dream that I want to talk about is the film's main antagonist, Anxiety. So in the dream, there's a scene in the movie where Anxiety's talking to Riley. I don't know how. Like, it's not even like in the Joy Alone scene where it's just like Joy meeting a young Riley or something. It was like teenage Riley meeting Anxiety in the real world. And there's this specific little detail that is the reason why I'm so nervous to talk about this. Anxiety's wearing a tank top instead of her sweater. Don't worry, I am just as weirded out as you probably are. Also, please don't picture that. I don't know how or why my brain came up with that and wanted me to dream about it, but here we are. And when I first thought about that dream when I woke up, I had a lot of questions. First off, why specifically a tank top? You could have put her in her regular sweater or a graphic tee, a tie-dye shirt, or even a polo shirt. Just why, brain, why specifically the tank top? Tell me! And when she's talking to Riley, she's not like the same size as she's shown in the movie. She is the same size as Riley. How would that even... Anyways, I've been rambling on for too long. Just, if you made it this far, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.